Hello, welcome to my channel, The Grape Jelly Library, where we love to talk about those books. My name is Flo, and I am so glad you could join me, itchy back and all, because I always look forward to your visit. It's a Thursday, May 25th, and I have poured myself a glass of wine. I have one more working day left. I'm getting the granddaughter for 4 days, so tomorrow will be my last day of work. So I thought I would sit back, have a glass of wine. I have one for you too. So, and I have an extra chair for you right there. So I thought we would drink some wine, talk about some books, work up an appetite, and then we'll go down and make a salad. I have baby arugula and spring mix and all the other fixins to make a salad. Delish and beautiful. Strawberries, blueberries, raspberries, pineapples, whatever you wish. But anyways, I thought about, well, let's just do this first. Okay, now that we got that out of the way, don't forget to do this. Thank you ever so much. Now, let's get into the video. I thought about what I wanted to do. I have so many thoughts going through my head and so many things that I want to talk about. But we can only do one thing at a time, right? So, because I have been reading some heavy hitters, horror, I have been reading a book on Vietnam. I did my books on the book of the month. Did I do 3 of those this month? Did I do 3? Georgie All Along, Behold the Dreamers, and Black Cake. I did do 3, and I was shooting for 1 more. I don't know if that is gonna happen. I started it, but I just might let that be a credit for next month. Yeah, don't be an overachiever, right, Floss? Okay, so that's probably what we're going to do. I am reading the book of the month book, Happy and You Know It. The author right now escapes me, but I will put her down in my descriptions with my apologies. So I thought, what do I want to do? I saw some cool videos out there on organizing some book carts, and I thought, well, that would be fun. I have 2 book carts, and one of them is filled with, I don't even know, books. They're all filled with books and, crossword puzzle books down the bottom. But the other one in my downstairs office is filled with bills and junk mail and just stupid stuff. So I thought that definitely needs to be organized if ever a book cart needed to be organized. So that would be something cool to do. So I'm probably going to do one of those in the near future. So watch out for that. Today though, I thought, what do I want to do? What do I want to do? I really, really wanted to talk about the book on Vietnam that I am reading, but I'm not done with that yet. I'm about halfway through, so I'm gonna hold tight. Even though over in the States we do celebrate Memorial Day, I'm just gonna hang tight with that. And I thought about putting it off and then picking it up for BookTube at War in July. But I don't know if I'm going to do that because it's such a good book. I don't want to wait that long to finish it. I do have other books on war, and I do have a fabulous book on Vietnam that I might get into for that month. So I have a lot of things that are undecided right now. So the video that I think I'm going to do today, drum roll please. Very good. That was lovely. Thank you so much. Yeah, thank you. Okay. So the video that we are going to do today is a book haul because I love book hauls. I said to myself on Monday, knowing I didn't have work the next day, I had some errands to run in the area of the bookstore, and we don't have any bookstores except for Barnes and Noble in my area. And I don't mind having to go in there. But I said to myself, no, Floss. Because since this book challenge that Criminale has come up with, read what you own, that has taught me such a major lesson that I don't need to go book shopping all the time. Even though it is super fun, you know what else is super fun? Reading the books that you spent your hard-earned money on. That's super fun too. So I did so enjoy that. And I set my number right. I reached my goal. I was proud of myself. And I think I'm going to stay at that goal next year because I like having the the feeling of pride that I completed my goal. And I also like knowing that it's not too big of a goal that I can't reach it. Once I accomplish it, I could still go out and buy those books. So I was telling myself, just because you reached your goal and you completed your challenge, that doesn't mean you have to go out there and buy some books. But something was pulling me in there into the bookstore, and I don't know what it is. I tried my best to talk myself out of it, but it didn't really work too well. So I went in to see what's calling my name. What do you want to tell me? And I'm going to tell you, I walked in the foyer. I went to the very first table. I perused. I looked at the wall in front of me. And I turned my head and there it was. There was the book that was calling my name in the store. I couldn't believe it. Let me find it. I am so very excited. Did I not bring it up? Guess what? I don't have it. I didn't bring it up. Now, I gotta go downstairs and get it. Hold on. I'll be right back. Okay, I am back. The Faith of Elvis, a story only a brother can tell. New York Times bestselling author Billy Stanley with Kent Sanders. So Billy Stanley is Elvis's stepbrother. And whenever they put out a book about my man, guess what? I am there. I am there for it. Okay, so I'm not going to get into this too much because we all have our loves, and he's my love and he brings me closer to my faith, and I don't want to get into any of that because we all believe what we believe and we all do what's right for us, but the important thing is if it feels good here, and I have always felt good there. So I just want to know anything more about, my man than I already know. And I don't want to put that out there on you because I could get a little, like a teenage girl, like all lovey-dovey and, all, oh my God, will you shut up about him already? I don't ever want to do that to you because, he's my great love. And, I don't, if he's not yours, I am not one to ever push anything on anyone. But, this is honestly the book that was calling my name and made me go in there. So now that we had that established, I am super excited to be able to read this, and I'm probably going to read this pretty darn quick. hopefully we'll have a warm June and I can read it then. Okay, so I'm in the bookstore, and that is the book I am definitely coming out with, but since I'm here and there's no telling when I'll be back, let me see if I can find another one. And I did. Alexa Martin, Better Than Fiction. Now, I chose this one because let me tell you why I chose it. As a self-proclaimed book hater and a firm believer that the movie is always better, Drew Young didn't anticipate inheriting her grandma's bookstore. That's why. Who doesn't want to own a bookstore? The Book Nook. How cute and quaint. She's in a way over her head, even before the shop's resident book club, compromising 5 of the naughtiest old ladies ever, begins to do what it does best. Meddle. Who doesn't love meddlesome old ladies? And naughty old ladies. So I am here for this one. I'm not going to read you the whole thing, but you know, that's all I needed to say. Hello. Sold. I'll take it. Now, that's not the book haul that I was going to bring you. They are the 2 books that I bought on that day. Well then, how do you have a book haul, Floss? And how many books exactly make up a book haul? 2 could make up a mini haul, right? Okay. However, the next day, as I stated, was my day off. And I had a little free time on my hands. So, I have to go and get my girlfriend a birthday present. Her birthday is coming up. Bad is rad, too. She was so kind, and she sent me some birthday gifts, and I am so grateful for them. She crocheted me these beautiful doilies. And she bought me this here book, which I cannot wait to read. She's so kind. And she got me these cards, these note cards. And I just love her. She's such a kind human being. And I wanted to do something special for her. So let me go into the bookstore. So I did. And what did I come out with? You know, I didn't come out with this one. I did buy this one, but I bought this one alone. It wasn't a part of the books that I purchased on that day, but I'm going to include it because I don't have any other books to include it in on. And I just don't want to, you know, say, oh, hey, look at the book I bought. All right. So this is called Belladonna, and it is by Adeline Grace, and I thought this cover was beautiful. So let's just see what it is about very quickly. For as long as Signa Farrow has been alive, the people in her life have fallen like stars, whatever that entails. Orphaned as a baby, 19-year-old Signa has been raised by a string of guardians, each more interested in her wealth than her well-being, and each has met an untimely end. Her remaining relatives are the elusive Hawthorns, an eccentric family living at Thorn Grove, an estate both glittering and gloomy. Its patriarch mourns his late wife through wild parties, while his son grapples for control of the family's waning reputation, and his daughter suffers from a mysterious illness. But when their mother's restless spirit appears, claiming she was poisoned, Signa realizes that the family she depends on could be in grave danger and enlists the help of a surely stable boy to hunt down the killer. So I don't know when I'm going to read this. Probably, I don't know, it feels like an August book to me. So, all right, now, I'm going to try to keep this video rolling. All right. We chose Love in the Time of Serial Killers by Alicia Thompson. Do you know what I'm talking about? Do you know what I'm talking about? Well, anyway, one woman is going to have to learn how to give love a chance when she's used to suspecting the worst in this fresh romantic comedy. With the heavy hitters that I have been reading, I need something like this. A little mysterious, but a little funny and a little lighthearted. And that's why I chose that one. And also, it is a super fun cover. Then I chose Real Life Romance by Tara Lynn with special contribution from Amy Deming. And guess what? It's a signed copy. Who doesn't love a signed copy? I'm going to tell you what she says, and then that's all. That's enough to know what this book is going to be about. Believe in your happily ever after. Love, Tara. So, again, I'm looking for something more lighthearted. I am starting to get more into the romance novels. Look at me go. My goodness, I never thought I would say that, but you know what? They're not half bad, and I do find myself enjoying them lately. So, I picked that up. And it's heavy. This is a heavy one. Then, I couldn't. It was on the shelf, and I had to. In Defense of Food, An Eater's Manifesto by Michael Pollan, author of The Omnivore's Dilemma and Cooked. It looks like this. And I just perused it, and I liked what it was telling me. So I know for sure that there's going to be some major annotating in this book. I have read Salt, Sugar, Fat. I have read Hooked. I love to read my nutritional books, especially when they're gripping and they are like a tell-all. Like, I didn't know that about crackers, and I didn't know that about processed food, and I didn't know that about soda. But now I do, and I just feel more powerful, and anything, I could conquer anything. Knowledge is power. It truly is. And that's why I picked this up. Oddly enough, I like to know about my nutrition. I do. Yeah. Then we picked up this. I've seen this half a dozen times in the bookstore. I've never gotten it, never purchased it. Listen to me. But it's kind of like a phone book, or when you would go to those family restaurants and on the placemat, they would have these advertisements. Look at this. Look at this book go. You go, book. This is just totally awesome. Totally fun. And I want to know. So the Call Me Ishmael phone book, Ishmael from Moby Dick. That's pretty cool. So I think it tells you about the books that you might want to read in a sort of advertising way to maybe get you to get them to sell it and you to, go there. I don't know. Super fun, super original. I'm digging it. I'm there for it. And I think this is going to be a fun little read to sit on the front porch with, drink my wine, feel the breeze in my hair, and just be like, shh, I'm reading. I would love to tell my husband that, because you know why? He doesn't have nothing to say to me when I have nothing to do. But if you put a book in my hand, wah, 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 wah. Do you have one of those? Anyways, we're coming down to the wire. We have 3 left to go, and I'm trying to keep this video rolling along nicely for you. I'm trying to be mindful of your time. I got this book $3 off because I am a member of Barnes & Noble. So there's no way that I wasn't going to get this. Saturday night at the Lakeside Super Club. I'm not a camper. This doesn't have anything to do with camping, but it does give me those campy kind of vibes. It gives me a family-oriented kind of vibe. I love families that work together in a business. I love it. And for the most part, they get along, and once in a while, they're like, hey, you. Do you know what I'm saying? They're like, hey, you know what you could do? But then they make up pretty quickly because it's a business and we got to get along. I love them kind of atmospheres. So anyways, this is Mariel Prager needs a break. Her husband, Ned, is having an identity crisis. Her spunky, beloved restaurant is bleeding money by the day, and her mother, Florence, is stubbornly refusing to leave the church where she's been holed up for more than a week. The Lakeside Supper Club has been in Mariel's family for decades, but it also caused a rift between mother and daughter that never quite healed. Ned is also an heir to the chain of home-style diners, and he knows his family chain could provide a better future than his wife's fading restaurant. In the aftermath of a devastating tragedy, Ned and Mariel lose almost everything they hold dear. Can they find a way to rebuild their lives? And will the Lakeside Supper Club be the salvation? In this vanishing world of relish trays and brandy old fashions, New York Times bestselling author J. Ryan Stradle has given us a story full of signature-winning, honest yet fallible Midwestern characters as they grapple with love and tragedy, hardship and hope, and what their legacy will be when they are gone. So this is a book about life, and I love it. Okay, so I was not going to leave this son of a gun there. No how, no way. Pardon the sticker. You know what? I gotta get the sticker off before I show you this because it ruins the beauty of the book. Here we go. This book is by Dave Barry, and it is called, and I love it, Swamp Story. Look how fun that is. That is super, super fun. I don't know what this book is about. I bought it strictly for the cover. Before you open this book, ask yourself one important question. How hard do I want to laugh? Oh, that's fabulous. Because A, it's Dave Barry, and B, it's Dave freaking Barry. Of course, Swamp Story is about greed, fraud, and viral fame, but there's also big-ass reptiles to keep the sketchiest characters on their toes. Everything that happens in this wild novel could easily happen in South Florida and probably will. Read it here first. Dave's version is always the funniest. By Carl Hyacin. Steve Martin says, with Swamp Story, Dave Barry combines two important elements of literature, a swamp and a story. Hello. Also Steve Martin. Dave Barry continues his powerful hypnotic sway over us readers with this latest powerful hypnotic work that is not only hilariously funny, but also powerful and hypnotic. And this is getting good. Again, Steve Martin. I laughed out loud to think that Dave would dare publish a book, yet this book continues Dave's streak of humor writing that is the best in the country. Congratulations to Dave and all the lucky readers. Oh, thanks, Steve. Okay, still, Steve Martin. I'm frankly tired of Dave Barry being so funny, yet he's done it again to the benefit and delight of all of us. A hilarious new work. Yet again, Steve Martin. I haven't read it yet, but I love it. Okay, so that's where I am. I haven't read it, but I love it. I already know I love it. And that's why I'm on it. That's why I was willing to spend my hard-earned money on this. And then the last book that I bought, because this has been going around BookTube for quite a while, and although it is not my speed, I'm not totally against it. But I am very on a whim type of personality, and I just got my nails done. And I said, you know what book would match these nails? That book that's been going around BookTube for a while, and that is my best friend's Exorcism. And this is by, oh gosh, I should know, but I don't. Hendrix. Yeah, that's right. Grady Hendrix. I knew that. Pardon moi. But anyways, I stopped in there to get this. And I said, you know what? I could do this. I could do this. I could step outside of my box and I can do this. And then the next day at work, I was telling my friend, hey, guess what book that I bought? Because she's kind of, this is her thing. And she was like, oh, I seen this book like 100 times and I was always going to get it, but I just never did. So I was like, you know what? Here's a couple bucks. Go get it. Go get it for yourself. And we'll do a buddy read. And we called up Barnes and Noble and she asked if they had any more copies, and they did, and she reserved it, which is something she has never done. That's the first experience for her, to call up the bookstore, say, do you have this book? Oh, could you put it on hold for me? My name is such and such, and I will come up and pick it up. And I was like so excited for her to get to do that, because really, to walk into a bookstore and to feel so important to go over to the cashiers and say, oh, I have a book on hold. You know, that's something special. And I was so excited that she got to do that. So anyways, when she got back from the bookstore later that night around 7 p.m., she texted me, ding, ding, I got the book. And so we're going to do a buddy read. And we're going to find out what this book is all about. And they are the books in my book haul. I hope that one or two or three of them have caught your eye and have provoked you to maybe go get your very own copy, or download one, or get one from your library, whatever, wherever you get your books from. The important thing is not that you're reading what I'm recommending, although that would be super cool. The important thing is that you're reading. So thank you so much for joining me. Know that I love you. Be well, be good, be reading, and may all your book dreams come true. And let's go down and get those salads.